A man is not a financial plan. That is one of my favorite sayings. We're not waiting to get married. We're not waiting for some man with some money to come along. Absolutely not. We are the rich men.
No, that's right.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alyssa, and on my channel, I specifically like to focus on how you can be more of a conscious consumer. And what I mean by that is really how you can support small and or local businesses more intentionally in your neighborhood, online, wherever you shop, wherever you buy. I think that there's always an opportunity to support. Today's video is a little bit more unique because I wanted to focus on apps and platforms that specifically support small and or local businesses or minority owned businesses. I've been using some of these apps for years now, and I thought it'd be worth sharing. Now, if you're not familiar with these, don't worry because I'm about to put you on. So let's talk about Too Good To Go. Too Good To Go is an app that connects customers to local restaurants to help minimize surplus and waste. There's over 130,000 restaurant partners that are currently part of Too Good To Go today, and essentially it's a very easy system. You're able to go into their app, search for local restaurants that are Too Good To Go partners in your local area, and you're able to buy their surplus. Now, the only caveat is that you're not able to pick what you buy. They're essentially surprise bags. However, if you're buying from a restaurant that you absolutely love or from a local spot that you already frequent, you're bound to get something that you like because you generally like their food.
So when you first open the Too Good To Go app, everyone's homepage might look a little bit different. Mine's preset because, again, I use this app. I actually don't live in Prospect Heights, but the last place that I went to was in Prospect Heights, and they always have a ton of options. Now, I might be a little bit limited with my filters, the times, and kind of what I'm looking for, but I've always kind of been able to come on here and find something that I'm really interested in trying. So a couple things to note are that on each business, you'll see how many bags are left, what's the price, and then the pickup time. One of the biggest things I always pay attention to when I click on a business is the pickup time. So the pickup time for these bags today is 9:45 p.m. to 10 p.m. Everything to me has always been in a good price range. I think the highest I've seen is $5.99, and that's typically for some of the more health food, healthier options. $5.99 for a surprise bag from a place like Pure Green, still gonna be a win.
The next app I want to talk about is EatOkra. EatOkra is a mobile app that helps you discover Black-owned restaurants, eateries, events in your local neighborhood. Very similar to Yelp, you're able to go into the app, find ratings, read reviews, and also review restaurants of your own. It was actually founded by a Black couple right here in Brooklyn, and because of that, there are more Brooklyn-based restaurants within the app. However, it spans across multiple cities in the US.
So when you go into the EatOkra app, everyone's app will look a little bit different, mainly because it depends on where you live. The app is still relatively new. It might not cover all cities, but it covers a lot of the major ones. Again, the founders are from Brooklyn, so you'll see a lot of Brooklyn restaurants here. But you can also search in the Bay Area, Seattle, Philadelphia, LA, and the list kind of goes on from there. You can also see what's new to Okra, local eats, vegan, vegetarian friendly. And then instead of stars, you'll see the Okras lit up. So this is a 4 out of 5 rating. So if you're ever looking for Black-owned restaurants to try out in your area, highly recommend. Next time my friends ask me for a recommendation, I'm pointing you to EatOkra.
The next app that I want to talk about is Libby. If you're like me and you love to read, or you love talking about reading, you love pretending like you're about to read, Libby is an app that actually connects to your local library and allows you to check out ebooks, audiobooks, journals, and download them directly to your phone. I absolutely love the app because it allows me to support my local library. If I'm being honest, I haven't been to a physical library in years, but when I was young, I used to go all the time, and Libby has made that super easy. You do need a library card in order to use the app. However, I was able to get a library card to the local Brooklyn library through Libby. You simply go on their website, say you don't have a library card, and then go through the process to get one. The process is a little bit different for every city. However, I never had to go to a physical library. I just had to connect my location to my computer in order to verify that I was locally in Brooklyn at the time, and I was able to get a Brooklyn library card.
When you first download the Libby app, again, you'll need a library card. You'll have to connect your library card to the app in order to use it. I live in New York, so of course I'm a member of the Brooklyn Public Library because that's where I live. They have almost every book on here. You can search by kids, teens, languages, mysteries, thrillers. They have tons of titles. They have audiobooks. They have journals. It's going to be custom to your public library. So if your public library doesn't have the book that you're interested in, you're not going to be able to check it out. But I really love the convenience of the app, and just knowing that I'm supporting my local library. I think that's something that a lot of us maybe used to do when we were younger, and it's just not as common anymore. I think there is something special about going to the physical library, but honestly, during COVID, this became a much easier and preferred way to check out books from my library, and I love knowing that I'm still connected.
If you do like to collect books and you're growing a personal library, I also recommend bookshop.org. Bookshop.org is a great website where you can find local bookstores in your neighborhood, or you can buy directly from them online. I actually have a couple small local bookstores that I support online through here, either locally because they have a physical storefront, or digitally. I have bought from smaller e-commerce based bookshops online who facilitate their bookstore through bookshop.org. This next program platform is really one of my favorites, and it's actually a website that I use to find local businesses all the time, and it's called I Fund Women. I Fund Women is a funding marketplace for women-owned businesses and the people who are looking to support and fund them. I Fund Women says that 72% of women cite that lack of resources and funding is the #1 barrier for starting their business, and 49% of women have cited lack of coaching and support for being the reason that they're unable to start their business, or that they're not confident in moving forward with it and their idea. I think I Fund Women is also a great way to get your idea out there, to kind of test the water, see what people are saying, see what people are thinking, and earn supporters.
If you visit ifundwomen.com, you'll see even from the homepage, they have some resources already listed. Whether you're just starting out, looking to get funding, get coaching, make connections, or fund startups, they have a little bit of everything on here. It really is a great startup community for women who are looking to raise debt-free funding through rewards-based crowdfunding. And I think they do a great job of not only helping provide financial support, but also extend resources. I actually love to come on here and search through the startups that are currently actively campaigning. I have found and discovered a lot of really awesome small women-owned businesses through I Fund Women, and I think it's a great platform overall. Highly recommend you check it out. Even if you aren't starting a business, I think it's a great way to just see what else is out there, see what other women are literally building from the ground up. I think it's pretty incredible.
So one more app platform that I want to share, since we're on the topic of money, is Elvest. Elvest is an easy-to-use investing and money website specifically created for women. Now, I am not big on investing, and I actually started using Elvest for that very reason. The founder was very intentional on creating a platform that was for women, by women, that really helped demystify investing. It's very low risk. I have a monthly auto deposit that goes into the fund, and they take that and invest it at their discretion. Elvest was my first experience with investing, and to keep it simple, I have a diversified portfolio with them that I pay a small management fee for them to manage every month, and they invest in specific stocks and bonds for me. In comparison, from what I've seen, it also does have a low yield. So that's just something to consider if you are really looking to invest to make a ton of money right away. Long-term investing, which is something that Elvest focuses a little bit more on, it's a little bit different. For $1, I get access to workshops, resources, articles, budget templates, just general knowledge and education to make you feel a little bit more comfortable and confident when it comes to managing your money. And I think that's the entire goal. Everything from investing to 401ks to stocks, bonds, whatever it may be. It's really just about acquiring a little bit more knowledge here and there so you feel more confident and empowered when it comes to managing your money. A man is not a financial plan. That is one of my favorite sayings. We're not waiting to get married. We're not waiting for some man with some money to come along. Absolutely not. We are the rich men. It's about having the right knowledge, resources, wisdom when it comes to managing your money. What you have, not what you wish you had, what you actually have. My dad always says it's not how much money you make, it's how you manage what you make. And I truly believe that. I highly recommend you check out the platform. It's $1 a month. It's literally the least amount of money that you can invest in your financial education. It's almost free at that point. And that's a wrap. I wanted this to be a little bit more of a chill video. Hopefully I shared something new with you. Highly encourage you to check out these apps. They all support local and or minority owned businesses in some way, shape, or form. And they're some of my favorite apps and platforms that I use on a regular basis. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter. Feel free to drop me a note, a comment, question. If you have any apps that you also recommend that I check out, please let me know. I like to be put on too. Don't leave me out of the loop. I'm just starting out my YouTube journey and I've really been enjoying making these videos. So if you found anything here useful, if you think any of these apps or programs are
Anyway, so
if you found any of these apps or platforms useful or you think you might try them out, please remember to give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment. I appreciate you guys for continuing to come back. If you're new here, hopefully I get to see you again. And until next time.